Okay, so this is your reading for Capricorn for the month of March 2019. Capricorn, I'm just going to shuffle the cards and we'll get into it. So first of all, just a couple of things. So we're in Pisces season now. So a lot of going with the flow, you know, being a little fish swimming through the water. And so yeah, going with the flow is definitely a theme for this month. And also we have Mercury retrograde happening, so it starts from the 5th of March, I think to the 20th. I could be wrong about that, but it definitely starts on the 5th of March anyway. So Mercury retrograde can be testing times as well. It can be things going wrong, setbacks. It can be you know, problems with technology, things not working properly, breaking. You buy something new, doesn't always turn out to be the best thing, or something faulty. Anyway, just be aware Mercury retrograde is coming into play as well. So, so there's just a few little notes before we head into the reading. So I'm just gonna shuffle the cards and let's see what comes out. So, what does Capricorn need to know for March? What does Capricorn need to know for March 2019? Ooh, that was bad shuffling. I'm not gonna take those. You got one in. What does Capricorn need to know for March? What does Capricorn need to know for March? What does Capricorn need to know for March, please? Okay. You got cards popping out. Okay, definitely that one's going to. And two more cards. So what does Capricorn need to know for March? What does Capricorn need to know for March, please? What does Capricorn need to know for March? What's Capricorn? Oh wow. Okay. Too many cards. Too many cards. I'll take that one right there. Sorry. Okay, so what's Capricorn need to know for March? What's Capricorn need to know for March? What's Capricorn need to know for March? There we go. Okay. So what have we got? Ooh. Okay. Wow. Okay, I'm just going to take a few minutes to look at the cards. If you want, you can fast forward this bit, but it's just so I can kind of get in touch with the cards and see what's kind of coming out properly. So, okay, so Capricorn, the first card that you got was the Five of Pentacles in reverse. So the Five of Pentacles, usually in the upright, is the card of feeling left out in the cold, feeling like you and your person, or just you and your internal self, are disconnected from everybody else, who are inside having a good time with abundance. You know, they've got their warm kind of pies and their ale, and you know, they're enjoying themselves and things are going well, but you're standing out here in the cold, and it's almost a little bit self-inflicted that you've kind of, you know, you don't want to join them. You're not going to join them. I'm going to stand out here and be in the cold because, you know, for whatever reason. Anyway, that's what it usually is in the upright. You know, feeling left out in the cold. It could have been that someone left you feeling out in the cold, or you're kind of doing this to yourself. However, in the reverse, to me, it feels like you're kind of coming out of that energy. So you may have been feeling like this, kind of coming into March, or towards the end of February, coming into March. But I definitely feel like you're coming out of that energy now, and you're almost kind of feeling like you're ready to kind of, or you're starting to feel like maybe you should come inside. But you're Capricorn, and you guys can be stubborn sometimes, so maybe you're still standing out in the cold, being a bit like, well, I'm not going in there. I'm just going to stay out here in the cold and wait, because I'm a Capricorn. I'm stubborn sometimes. Don't hate me. I love Capricorns. I have a lot of Capricorn friends. But you can be stubborn sometimes, so just watch that energy. But I definitely feel like you're coming out of it anyway, so that's good. That's forward movement forward. Okay, so the second card that you got then was the High Priestess in reverse. So the High Priestess in the upright is usually about So you got the black and white, it's about that kind of balance. It's a lot to do with intuition. You can see she's got the eye kind of on the top, or kind of what signifies the kind of third eye in the top of her crown there. And she's got a lot of she's got the moon here as well, and her skirt almost looks like flowing kind of water. So Pisces energy for sure. The moon is definitely a Pisces card too. It's got to do with, you know, your internal kind of thoughts, a lot of intuition, time and reflection to yourself, assessing your inner self and your inner thoughts, and being in touch with your intuition. So in the reverse, I feel like this is almost like you feel like you're almost not able to do that. So it could be because you're still kind of stuck in this energy of feeling left out in the cold by something. You're feeling like possibly, you know, your gut instinct is a little bit off, or your internal thoughts are a little bit askew. You're not really sure where that balance is. And the pomegranate is also a symbol and a sign of fruition, of new beginnings, new starts. So you could be kind of feeling like you're kind of stuck. Feeling a little bit of stuck internally is how I kind of see this card. And going with this, this kind of Five of Pentacles in the reverse, I feel like you've been in this energy, you know, feeling a little bit stuck, being out in the cold, left out in the cold, but you're coming out of this energy, but you're still feeling a little bit just not sure about things, not sure how to move forward. Okay. Then you got you got quite a lot of cards in reverse here, Capricorn, but there's no problem with that. That's fine. It just means that, you know, the time's not right for them to be in the upright yet, but it'll come. So the King of Pentacles, in the upright position is usually kind of surveying and taking time to look at everything that you kind of built. Pentacles are to do with your kind of base, core, foundations in life, so career, finances, family, home life, you know, partnerships, all of that. It's to do with those kind of core necessities, or those core things that you have. So in the reverse, I feel like there's almost like a shaking up of, it feels like a bit of an energy of you're a little bit unsure of how to kind of navigate things forward, and you feel like things are a little bit shaky. So you're not really sure, you know, you're not 100% confident in your throne of how all these kind of material kind of foundations of life are kind of going. So you're a little bit, I don't really know where I stand with this sort of thing. I'm feeling a little bit uneasy. So that's what I get for you there. The fourth card then that you got was the Five of Cups in reverse. So I like this for you, considering the rest of the cards that you got, you know, with the High Priestess and the King of Pentacles in reverse. I like the fact that this Five of Cups is in the reverse for you, because in the upright position, the Five of Cups usually means that you're looking at the 3 cups that have been spilt and you're ignoring the 2 cups that you still have. So the fact that this is in the reverse, in the reverse position, to me this feels like you are almost kind of coming out of that, you're coming out of that thought process, or that kind of negative kind of space of only seeing these 3 spilt cups, or these 3 things that may have gone wrong, or may have, you know, upturned and you lost them, and you're kind of coming into that energy of realizing that you do have these 2 cups still behind you. So especially considering you have this in reverse, the Five of Pentacles in reverse, it's like you're coming out of that feeling stuck and left out in the cold propensity, and you're moving into realizing that those 3 cups weren't spilled, or they have been spilled, but you still got these 2 cups, so that's still a good thing. You've still got, you know, 2 cups to take your choices from, or to decide between, or to move both of them forward. So, you know, that's good for you. I feel like that's good considering the rest of the cards that you've had so far. It's forward movement. You've gone from crying over spilled milk to realizing that there's still milk in both of your cups behind you. Okay, so that's good. Okay. Quick drink. I feel like, as well, I'm getting a lot of like a heavy energy in my throat. So communication, and my throat chakra. So I feel like there might be something that you feel like you need to say, or because you're a little bit unsure of how things are going, like you feel like you want to speak up and say something, or you feel like you're almost like you're you're holding something in that needs to be said, but you're not saying it. So you feel like you're almost like, it's like you're kind of almost burdening yourself a little bit with that. You need to say it, whatever this is. But I feel like there's a blockage there with communications, but take it how it resonates. That's just how I feel about it. Okay, so the next card that you got out then is the Eight of Cups in reverse. Now, the Eight of Cups in reverse, usually in the upright, it means that you have an abundance of 8 cups to choose between. And maybe you want the snake in the cup. Maybe you want the head that's the scary head that's in the top cup. Maybe you want this weird glowing thing that's in the middle one. I don't even know what that is. Is it I don't know. It's some sort of napkin. It's glowing. Anyway, you've got 8 cups to choose between. So lots of choices. It can feel a little bit overwhelming, not really sure which one to go with, and you need to make the right decision, okay, or the right choice, because if you choose the wrong one, that's not for you, then, you know, it's not going to be the right choice for you. So you need to make the right choice. However, it is in the reverse. So I feel like, especially with the fact that you got this card beforehand, so the Five of Cups in reverse, you had all these cups. I feel like almost this card and this card go together. So you had a collection of cups. You had 5 cups. You had 8 cups. Then you had 5 cups. And then the 3 cups spilt. And now you're left with 2 cups. So it's almost like you had a lot of choices, or you had a lot of opportunities. And some of those things may have gotten knocked out of balance, or maybe some of those things you may have lost some of those things, or lost some of those options or opportunities. And then you were left with 2 cups. And however, what I do feel is that, again, these two go together because you've got these 2 cups left. So you're realizing that you have these 2 cups left, or these 2 choices, or these 2 options. And now you need to make the right choice. So you don't have all these cups to choose from anymore, but you still have those 2. And you need to make the right choice. So instead of feeling overwhelmed, take the time of maybe feeling left out in the cold here. That could have had something, that feeling left out in the cold propensity that you had been in and that you're kind of coming out of, could have had something to do with these choices, or losing these options, or losing all these options or these opportunities, and only being left with 2. Okay, you can see there are 2 people in this card as well. So this could have had something to do with a relationship, a partner. It could be friendship. It could be, you know, a family member. It could be a love interest as well. But there could have been there could have been that kind of feeling left out in the cold, or maybe it's just the 2 of us here, or maybe we were feeling isolated by other people. So it was just the 2 of us. For some of you, that's only a small group of you. I don't feel like that's a lot of you, but it could have been that yourself and your partner were feeling left out in the cold by a group of friends or a group of people. However it resonates, I feel like you still got these 2 cups, and you need to make the right choice. Don't be overwhelmed. You need to make the right choice, and you will. Okay, so the next card you got actually was the Lovers, and again you see the 2 people. So I love this energy for you. Okay, so definitely there's something to do with a partnership here, whether it be love, friendship, or family. I feel like this card kind of trumps all of these. So where I was talking about the fact that this left out in the cold kind of feeling that you're kind of coming out of with the 2 people here could be to do with a relationship, and the 2 cups, because cups are to do with, you know, cups are to do with relationships, emotions, feelings, you know. So definitely I kind of feel like this has got something to do with your partnership. So if you were feeling like you were left out in the cold by a certain group of people, or, you know, there was some sort of conflict between you and your other half, or your other person, or your friend, or if it was something to do with the 2 of you as a couple, kind of being isolated from others, or someone in particular. I feel for a small group of you, whatever this situation was with a partner, I feel like you're coming out of it. Look at this, you know, there's a reunion between 2 lovers, there's 2 people, there's a mountain in the background, you know, they've overcome this mountain, they're standing on firm ground, you know, they're being looked over by, you know, an angel or a spirit over the top there. There are fruition in like kind of trees and flowers that are kind of sprouting new leaves. And there's beautiful, beautiful sun there. So the amount of color in this card and the amount of positive kind of vibes that I'm getting from this card, I definitely feel like whatever this was to do with a partnership, or however, whether it was something maybe, you know, possibly to do with your internal and your external kind of propensity, I feel like that's coming together now. There's a union here. The Lover's card is also then to do, if you look at it in a different light, if it's not a partnership, or whether it's something else to do with something else in your life, it could be, you know, to do with a career. The Lover's card is also used to be called the choice. So it's deciding between two things or having two options and needing to choose one. So again, you may have had a lot of choices or opportunities or things that, you know, you could choose, and now you're only left with those two choices. Okay, so you may have a choice to make, and you know, you need to make the right choice basically. But again, the colorings in this card and the vibe that I'm getting is very positive. So I definitely feel that you are, that you will make the right choice. Okay. Okay. So then we have the Six of Wands. So the Six of Wands is positive movement forward. So I like that. You know, there's a little garland on the top of the wand there. He's moving forward in a forward motion. And he's moving forward with balance is basically how I see this. Now, what I will say is the last card that you got is the Three of Swords, but in reverse. Now the Three of Swords, you know, usually when it's in the upright, is to do with heartache, pain, problems with a relationship, conflict in a relationship, you know, a possible breakup, things to do with, you know, pain in a relationship. However, it is in the reverse. So I definitely feel, considering you had this card beforehand, the Lovers, whatever it was that kind of like burdensome, that feeling left out in the cold energy between you and a partner, or it could have been in work, like I said, whatever these kind of spilt cups were and you're only left with two, you are moving forward with purpose and balance. You have the abundance of the Lovers there, reunion, possible reunion, possible reconciliation, but definitely a coming together of two people, or you know, of your internal or your external self. And you're positively moving forward out of this energy, or out of this pain, or out of this kind of hurt, or out of this conflict. So you're moving into calmer waters, as it were. And with Pisces season being all about water and moving forward with the currents, I like that energy for you. It's that's really nice. I really like that. Okay, so that was your reading, Capricorn. I'm just gonna have a look to see if I want to clarify any of these for you. Let's have a look. Yeah, I feel like I want to clarify that Two of Cups for you. I'm gonna do that. Okay, so why is there Two of Cups here for Capricorn, please, for March? Why is Two of Cups here for Capricorn for March? Why is Two of Cups here for Capricorn? Why is Two of Cups here for Capricorn for March? Okay. Yeah, nice. Okay, yeah, so to clarify the Five of Cups in reverse, you got the Ace of Cups. So I really like this, because the Ace of Cups is all about, it's about abundance. Cups, again, it's to do with emotions, feelings, partnerships, relationships, love, all of that. So the Ace, so you've had those two cups there. You're coming out of the fact that you've spilt these three, you've got these two left. And you're then left with the one that, the choice between these two, you're choosing the right one. And that choice, the choice that you make between that one, of which one to choose, brings abundance. It brings new forward moving energy, and yeah, it's abundance. So an ace is always about abundance. Tens and aces are, you know, abundance. So I really like that for you. So you're moving in the right direction. You just need to make the right choice, and you will, because you've got the Lovers card here again. All that color, all that kind of positive kind of union. you will make the right choice. And you've got then there three of swords in reverse as well. So you're coming out of that negative kind of pain and energy to do with kind of, you know, relationships and matters of the heart. So you're definitely going to make that right choice. So good to you. Well done, Capricorn. You're forward thinking and you're so strong-minded anyway. You're always going to make the right choice. So that's good. I'm glad. Okay, so I don't feel like I need to clarify anymore. I think that's pretty good message. I'm just going to pull some oracle cards for you now though. So the first deck I'm going to use is the Earth Magic. So this has information on the card, but then it has information in a little book as well. So I'm just going to read that out for you as well. I'm going to pull all the oracle cards first, and then I'll read them all out to you. So what does Capricorn need to know for March 2019? What does Capricorn need to know for March 2019? Okay, cool. So the second deck I'm going to use is the Spirit Oracle deck. Also, Capricorn, if you want to know about any of the decks that I'm using in the spread today, I'm going to put all the information down in the description box below. So feel free to check that out. It'll have all the information about the names and everything. So what does Capricorn need to know about March 2019? What does Capricorn need to know for March 2019? This is sticking out like anything. Okay, and the third one I'm going to use is the Universe Has Your Back, or Oracle deck. So, what does Capricorn need to know for March 2019? What's Capricorn need to know? What's Capricorn need to know for March 2019, please? What's Capricorn need to know about March 2019? What's Capricorn need to know about March 2019, please? What's Capricorn need to know? Okay, you had 2 cards fly out there, so I'm going to take both of those. Okay. So, just going to find it in the book here, 2 seconds. It always takes me so long to find these. Okay, so the first one that you got was childhood. So it says innocence. Okay. So, it says, innocence is not simply the lack of guilt or shame, but a quality in itself, one that you naturally possess when you first come into this existence. These are challenges you have faced throughout the life that have further shaped your personality and character. You have also likely encountered moments following a disappointment or loss when you turned sour or cynical, and no doubt have had times when layers of anger and fear blocked the flow of your vitality, life, and your life force. Yet in spite of all this, there is a core of innocence that you can reawaken by releasing any shame that has covered over the truth of who you are. Take any opportunities to heal this shame and let it go so you can revisit that state of purity. Doing so helps you to see every moment with fresh eyes and removes the filters that inhabit your light and love from coming forth. You truly are a child of God, or whatever you believe in, so allow yourself to be that. Okay, yeah, so I really like this card because, you know, it speaks of, you know, reawakening, you know, and releasing kind of burdens, releasing kind of possible kind of shame. It also talks about just having that innocence and reconnecting with that. It talks about releasing anger as well. So I do feel, like I said in the intro, I felt like when I was meditating on your energy that there was something to do with being kind of feeling that kind of, I felt this kind of, that block in communication. So I definitely feel this card is speaking to that block in communication. Whatever it is that you need to release it, and, you know, let your innocence kind of play through. I also feel like there could have been, like I said at the start of the reading, I think I did anyway, about the kind of being quick to anger, or feeling like there's a bit of conflict. Whatever that conflict is, just release it and let it slide off. You don't need to be thinking about that or burdening yourself with that at the moment. Okay, so innocence, I like that for you. And Capricorn can have a lot of that innocence, actually, that childlike kind of playful innocence. You know, I have a lot of Capricorn friends, and they can have that, you know, they're very determined and very headstrong, and they know what they want, but they have a lot of that kind of playfulness, that kind of like innocence, that childhood kind of like playfulness, as it were. Yeah. Okay, so the second card that came out for you was A Place Beyond Time. So I'll read it for you. It says, do not get so caught up with everyday drama of life. Close your eyes. Focus on your breath and allow it to carry you into a peaceful space inside your heart, an eternal place beyond time filled only with love. Yeah, okay, I really like that for you, because it to me, it speaks to going within and taking time to yourself to realize these 2 cups are here. You still have those 2 cups, choosing that cup that's right for you, and then feeling that abundance with the Lovers, and that union. Yeah, it's talking about your heart and your heart issues, so I really like that for you. Lovely. Okay. And then we had 2 that came out from the Universe Has Your Back, so I'm just going to read both of them. So the first one was, there is a stream of love supporting my dreams. Lovely. So yeah. So love is definitely a theme in this reading for you, Capricorn. Again, I would suggest as well that the colors that are on this card as well, to do with love, it is very kind of blue. It's very, they're Pisces colors, so Pisces season, a lot of water energy, a lot of going, you know, that water kind of color, going with the flow. So it almost looks like water. So that blue, yeah, definitely a lot of Pisces energy in here. And Pisces are a lot to do with kind of love and emotions and feelings and all of that. So I like that for you. That's a wonderful card to support the reading. Okay. And then the last one that you got was, when I lean on the faith of the universe, peace becomes real. So yeah. Again, I really like that for you. You can see, again, there's these 2 owls. Now, 2 owls are very wise. They are very strong, independent birds. So that could have been something to do with the partnership, or the issues with the partnership that or issues with the love interest that I was talking about in the reading. There could have been a bit of conflict between yourself and a partner because you are so independent possibly, but you can see in this card they've come together, and you know, yeah, you know, peace becomes real. So again, it mirrors the Lovers. Okay, so I really like that for you. So that's your reading, Capricorn. I really hope it resonated with you. I really hope you enjoyed it. Again, just go with the flow. It's Pisces season. Go with the flow of things. Don't try to push things too much. And just let things unfold in divine timing. It'll all happen. So yeah, so this was your reading for March 2019. I hope it resonated, and I will see you again in April. Bye.